Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Here's the center fielder. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I know these guys love what Justin Turner average of over 400 with runners in scoring position coming into this one. I love watching him in those situations because he gets really dialed.
Next up is Max Muncy. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. 4-1. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Bases are empty, one man out. 1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Throw on to first will get him. Scored 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are two away now. So now to the plate, Justin Turner, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitch.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Dodgers down in order. It's the Dodgers 0. Rockies stepping in at the plate. Just underway. Next on MLB Network. Julio Urias, Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
0-1, here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Now another 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Into the box, Brendan Rodgers. And now pitch on the way.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Urias, a native of Mexico, comes into today second in the league in all-star voting among starters, so it looks pretty good that he'll be rewarded for his efforts so far this year.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that all-star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
One out, nobody on. In the air, down the line in left. Pollock has a read on it. 2 gone.
Batting third, the shortstop.
With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
You know, they could really use some more production from that guy hitting eighth. He's hit under 200 versus left-handed pitching all season long, and the way people are platooning these days, he may be a candidate for that. He's got to make some adjustments against the southpaws because it's killing him and it's killing the team right now.
First offering. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. The 0-1 delivery. Liner in there for a base hit. So that'll extend the inning and keep it alive for Charlie Blackmon. Around second now and headed for third. Story takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Charlie Blackmon is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. And it's fouled away. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. So just the 1 hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. Second inning upcoming here in Denver. Colorado's out in front, 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and next will be the speedy catcher, Will Smith. Now here it comes.
I can't imagine that pitcher was trying to put it right over the heart of the plate. Thank God he took that pitch right there, or he'd be getting one back from the umpire.
Hit back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Boy, just when you like to get one of those shutdown innings, the leadoff guy ends up reaching base right now, and you're looking for that 1-2 inning. Now you have to pitch out of the stretch.
Yeah, I can't tell you how that lights up an offensive dugout right there, getting that leadoff guy on. So many options, puts the pitcher on the defensive and in the stretch.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now, as he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Smith on at first, nobody out. Hit in the air to shallow center. In comes the left fielder. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And let me tell you about outfielder Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackmon. One of the best in the business out there, covering a ton of room in the outfield, gap to gap, with one of the most accurate arms in the game.
Standing in now, Chris Taylor, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Now the 0-1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Runner at first here, one man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
At the plate, A.J. Pollock. And he fouls this one off. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Dodgers leave 1. It remains. So here is C.J. Cron, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. First offering on its way.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And he got him.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Here's Ryan McMahon now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Strike 2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Elias Diaz.
Elias Diaz the next to hit. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. On a good curveball. Came back to catch the strike zone there, and it's 0-2.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Out in front as this is drilled into left field. That's a base hit. The relay. And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year. But you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here's Chris Owings now. Turner has it. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. So they can't make anything out of the two-out double. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Now at the plate, Gavin Lux, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Gavin Lux.
First offering on its way.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
High fly center. Hampson is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Julio Urias.
Next to hit is Julio Urias. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he can't put him away on 0-2 as this is lined back into center field for a base hit.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
1 out, runner at first, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts. As a look, now the pitch. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning.
The Rockies are due to hit in the third, and they're looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is the group that has had trouble doing so all season long. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happen. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. He's set. Here it comes. Chichi Gonzalez is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. That almost got him. Hits a ball and a strike. To the left side, but it's well foul. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Glove by Taylor. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Good range showing off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. Set to deliver the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Brendan Rodgers bats next, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Hampson leads off first with one away. Runner goes for second. Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, Dero. Runners at first and third.
That's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts. But right there, manager sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes to perfection.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
From the stretch, Charlie Blackmon is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Like that pitch there. Lefty on lefty matchup. Curveball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
And he misses there, 1-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Ready on 1-2. Line toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
You don't see that too often. You starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if he'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron. He grounds it sharply to third. A dive, but it's by him down the line. And the run will score from second as now it's a 3-0 game.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
To the plate now, Ryan McMahon. Fielded cleanly. Throw to the plate. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Number 35.
So next to bat will be Elias Diaz. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach. But if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Into the corner and slicing foul. swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
1-2. Here it is. Pitch popped up. Muncy waits on it. And that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 4 hits. Stepping in once again is Max Muncy as we begin the top of the 4th. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now Muncy with a swing and a deep drive to right. Into the second deck and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Dodgers are on the board. It's now a 3-1 game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Into the box, Justin Turner.
The third baseman.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Good pitch to hit, a sinker down the chute, but it's taken for a strike. One and two.
Count 1 and 2.
Towards second. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Up next to the Dodgers.
So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. Here's the cleanup hitter, Will Smith. He collected a base hit his first time up. The pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more.
It's a nice job by the offensive player right there to stay in there on that fastball. He wanted it back. You could tell he was frustrated. He swung through the pitch before.
So here's Cody Bellinger. Bellinger connects as this is deep to right. Blackmon going back, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Cody Bellinger puts a pair on the board with that homer. 4th home run for him on the season, and the Dodgers have come back to tie it at 3.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
So now to the plate, Chris Taylor. Ball 1 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home. Lined hard to center field. Hampson is there, 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 11, A.J. Pollock.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the center fielder, A.J. Pollock. First pitch on its way.
Ball 2.
Called strike on the change, 2-1.
He's gotten a favorable call or two at the plate in this at bat, so that take on 2-0 is probably a result of feeling like the umpires got a pretty tight zone. Didn't go his way that time, though.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
The batter, number 9, Gavin Lux.
The batter will be Gavin Lux. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Three runs already home here. That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Two balls and a strike. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. And it's fouled away. Swing and a looper to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
Stepping in now, Julio Urias. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Chris Owings. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Taylor backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Next to dig in, Chichi Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
Now batting, number 1.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and up steps Garrett Hampson to bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and 1 strike.
Got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
A 1 pitch on its way. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Bellinger's under it. And that retires the side. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
No doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First delivery to him. The windup and the 0-1. Heading out toward shallow right. Blackman is under it. 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Max Muncy.
So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that'll bring up the big bat of Max Muncy.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. This is skied into short left center. McMahon calls for it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
Next for the Dodgers, Justin Turner. He grounded out last time up. Now the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-1. This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Halfway home, tied at 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up Brendan Rodgers.
The second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. Fans, remember that it's Friday night here at the ballpark. That means stick around after the game.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball, that's it.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Back goes Pollock at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
So one out and nobody aboard. And in to hit next, shortstop Trevor Story. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run here off the bat of Trevor Story. His second home run of the game as they take the lead 4-3. I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now to right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's now 5-3. No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ Show Track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did. Here's C.J. Cron now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. A shot down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Smoke toward third, and a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
In now, Ryan McMahon, as he'll go after a curveball off the plate at strike 1. He's 0-for-2 in the ballgame so far. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. And there's out number 2.
Now here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
At the plate now, Elias Diaz, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And he fouls this one off. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The next 0-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready with the 0-2. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Fouled off. Crone at second with 2 down. 2-2 to the Colorado catcher.
Wow, this is an unbelievable at bat. I mean, talk about a battle. This is it. Love it.
And he struck him out. A 10-pitch battle, but he finally wears him down as the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Rockies 5 and the Dodgers 3. Here now is Will Smith. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
No balls and a strike to count. Set to deliver the 0-1. Base hit, line drive into the corner.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoked, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now, as he rips it on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
You come right up the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Justin Lawrence comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Chris Taylor will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. He's set and the pitch. Fastball well outside. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. In there, 1-2 now.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try and induce the ground ball to get a double play.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Pops him up toward the left side of the infield. McMahon takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
The batter, the shortstop, Gavin Lux.
Next, here is Gavin Lux, and their runners at the corners now. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
2-0 now. 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Three and 1 is the count to the Dodgers shortstop.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Bouncer up the middle. And he has delivered on 3 and 2 as he comes up big. It's a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, "Hey, D-Row, that's exactly what this guy did."
Strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
0-2. Here it is. And it's fouled away. The 0-2. Skied into straightaway right. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Only one. Scott Alexander enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 75.
Bottom of the 6th inning now. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Chris Owings. First offering on its way. In there, no balls and a strike.
That's a dangerous pitch right there. Down and in slider for a called strike. He misses a little bit out over the heart of the plate, and that ball might not come back.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Raimel Tapia is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Comes into play here at 273. 5 homers and 36 RBIs. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Check out the lead here. That's about as standard as it gets, and it didn't do him a lot of help on that steal attempt either. Could have been a different story if he took another couple feet off the bag.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Scooped up, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and up steps Garrett Hampson to bat. He's set. Here it comes. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
Now to bat, Brendan Rodgers. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Comes set. The 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Bellinger brings it in. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Now
Trevor Story to the plate again and looking for home run number 3 in the ball game. His second coming back in the 5th. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Hey, that's a huge set-the-tone pitch right there. To a great hitter, you do not want to fall behind 1-0 and have him sitting all over a fastball or guessing what you throw next. You get ahead 0-1, and now the count's in your favor, and you and your catcher can start doing some things.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Rockies forced to settle for one. Tyler Kinley is on the pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Mookie Betts. Here's the pitch. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 2-1.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Popped up. Story has a play. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Justin Turner.
Up next, Justin Turner. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Last half of the 7th here, and next it'll be the outfielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
Now the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, C.J. Cron, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
One out, nobody on. And that gets him on the mound. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time. And it looks now like they want some time to review that one. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will take a look at all the available angles and get us an answer.
Okay, one more look at it here. Is there enough evidence to overturn this call? I think there is. Looks to me like the ball beat him to first. I think this is a good challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
Review, the call of safe at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled out.
Into the box, Ryan McMahon, and he fouls this one off. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They still lead it 6-4. Carlos Estevez will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. Ready to begin the 8th, and that brings up Will Smith. Now here's the pitch. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Another 0-2 home. Grounded back up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
Well, that's just the case, Dero. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
As a look, now the pitch. Chris Taylor is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. The 0-1 pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-1 home.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. From the stretch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
At the plate, A.J. Pollock. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's set. Here's the 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. On a line to shortstop.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Gavin Lux. Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Stepping up is Gavin Lux. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
And he takes strike 2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Matt Beatty will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
For Los Angeles, number 45.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And that's dead center for strike 1. The average coming in at 266. 4 home runs and 29 driven in. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
He'll come to the plate with it, and they get to force it home. Whatever works as the side is. Kenley Jansen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Leading up for the
Striding
Rockies,
in for the Rockies,
the
Elias Diaz. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our two starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Digging in next, Chris Owings. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. From the stretch. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2 balls and a strike now. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. And that's the second out.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Dom Nunez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. 5 homers and an even 20 RBIs. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Fouled off. Ready with another 0-2. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're up 6-4. Daniel Bard takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 52.
Mookie Betts will be the one to try and get things started as he'll lead off against Bard here in the 9th. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. 1-1.
Hey. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit out towards second. Rogers brings it in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting.
Next, it'll be Max Muncy. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Story picks it up. Throw on to first, and now the Dodgers are down to their final out. Ready now is Justin Turner, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And they start him out away with a called strike.
Now this is a perfect example of why this manager feels so confident going to this beast in the 9th right here. He is throwing absolute thunder right here, pumped up, and looks the part.
Behind 0-2 now. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Throw to first here will be in time for the final out, and the Rockies will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Colorado Rockies seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Chichi Gonzalez earns win number 4 on the season. Daniel Bard hammers down the save, his 14th. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.